Hello my dear traders, welcome back to my channel. Guys, today we are going to trade using technical analysis, and also to help our technical analysis we are going to use hints of Bollinger Bands indicator. Guys, as you can see, we are currently on the TradingView website, and this is where we will analyze the market, and also we will pay attention to the indicators hints, and we will open deals directly on the Quotex platform. So guys, in order to connect the indicator, you can click on this button, and here you can see the name of the indicator, Bollinger Bands indicator. That is, you write the name in the search engine and find it without any problems. Guys, this indicator represents a certain price range. There is a red moving average at the top, a green moving average at the bottom, and a blue moving average. Now I will explain to you guys how this indicator works. So guys, for example, in a downtrend, the price mostly moves at the bottom of our indicator. At the same time, the blue moving average serves as a kind of resistance line from which the price pushes off and moves down. Accordingly, the lower border of the indicator serves as a support line. But for example, with an uptrend, everything happens in the opposite direction. That is, the blue moving average serves as a support line, and the red moving average serves as a resistance line. Thus, this price is moving in this range. At the same time, when the price moves in waves, it can start from the upper boundary and from the lower boundary of the indicator. And when, for example, the price company approaches one of the boundaries and may also go beyond it, it means that in such situation, a pullback in the opposite direction is more likely to occur. Guys, now we see that a certain trading situation has formed. That is, we see that there was a downtrend, then the price pushed off from the lower boundary and an upward pullback was formed. And here, after a pullback from the upper limit, the price also pushed off and began to move down. Guys, we see that the price approached the upper limit of the indicator with green candlesticks, then a reaction began from this zone and red candles began to form. Thus, I would understand that there is a reaction from this zone and a downward movement is expected in the near future. Accordingly, we could open a deal to go down. That is, this way the indicator would tell us the pivot point. So guys, today we will use the hints of this indicator, and be sure to watch this video till the end. It will be very interesting. You will see how I trade on an example, and perhaps you will enjoy my strategy and you can also trade the same way. Guys, let's get started and I'll find the first entry point. Alright guys, here at the top we have a resistance level. We also see that an uptrend is forming at the moment. The price moves in waves. At the same time, we can see that the price has been moving at the top of our indicator lately. At the same time, it pushes off from the blue moving average and moves upward. Right now, we can see that the green candles are forming, and that is the price has already pushed off from the moving average and is moving up. So this is where we'll open a deal for 1 minute to go up, following the uptrend. It is on this upward movement that we will now try to make money. Guys, as you understand, this indicator has identified a certain zone in which an uptrend is currently forming. And since the price has been moving in this range lately, I think we will have time to work on this movement. And 1 minute will be enough for us, guys. So let me also remind you that I'm currently analyzing 1 minute Japanese candlesticks. And this means that we currently have the same currency pair selected on the Quotex platform as well as on the TradingView website. At the same time, we are considering the same 1 minute time frame on both platforms, so let's wait for the result. Join my private channel for free trading signals. Well guys, it's not bad. The price has really continued to move up and we are making a profit here. We just managed to work on this upward movement. Well, that's a good start. We've made our first profit, guys, and I suggest that we continue and find another situation on the market. Here we see that at the moment the price is moving in waves. At the same time, the main price lows are getting higher. We also see that the price is currently pushing off from the lower limit of our indicator and moving up. Guys, therefore, I suggest open a deal for 2 minutes to go up. For sure, the price will also continue to move up in the general uptrend in the near future. It is on this upward movement that we will try to make money. So guys, as you understand, the indicator has told us the boundary from which the reaction came. The price is reversed from the zone and is moving up. It is in this way that the Bollinger Bands indicator will tell us the boundaries of the price range. So guys, let's wait for the result. 40% of you guys watch my videos without subscribing. Let's fix that. Alright guys, it's not bad. The price really continued to move up. As you can see, quite confident impulsive green candles have formed, and I have managed to earn, guys, on this movement. The indicator really helped us to correctly predict the further movement of the chart, and well, I suggest that we continue our trading session, guys. Guys, here we see that the price has reached the resistance level, and there has also been a breakout of this level. At the same time, we see that the price has exceeded the upper limit of our indicator, and just from this zone, the reaction has already begun. A red candle has begun to form. Guys, there is already a rollback in the opposite direction, and therefore, in this case, I suggest to open a deal literally for 1 minute to go down. It is on this downward corrective movement that we will now try to make money. As a rule, guys, 1 minute is quite enough in such situations, so I hope that this time we will have enough time to work on this movement. So guys, let's wait for the outcome. If you don't have a registered account with a broker yet, then the link to the broker is in the pinned comment under this video. The strategy I'm talking about is suitable for any broker, but I only trade on Quotex and Pocket Option, and I advise you to do the same. It's best to register on one of these websites because there are some of the brokers that actually have a license. With them, it's not scary to keep large amounts on your balance with the fear that they will be stolen somewhere, or simply not withdrawn at one moment, saying that you traded unfairly. Believe me, this also happens, unfortunately. Guys, it's not bad. The price has really continued to move down, and we got the profit here. Thus, as you can see, the indicator helped us to determine the boundary from which the reaction occurred. In other words, this indicator has confirmed our entry point. And guys, we have an understanding that the reaction had already occurred from this zone and the price fell into the correction zone. There is a rollback in the opposite direction. The indicator tells us a certain boundaries from which the reaction and movement in the opposite direction begin. It's on this movement, guys, that we have managed to make money. So let's continue, guys. Alright, here at the top we have a resistance level. We also see that there is a downward pullback at the moment. We can see that at the moment the price is approaching the lower limit of the indicator. At the same time, we can see that the overall price potential is going up. The main price lows are getting higher. Just at the moment, the red candle continues to form. Therefore, in this situation, I suggest to open a deal with a margin of 5 minutes to go up. Guys, it is likely that a reaction will occur from this zone in the near future. That is, the price will push off and move up, move up following the general uptrend. It is on this upward movement that we will try to make money. Guys, I think 5 minutes here will be totally enough for us because, guys, as you can see, the price has really great, good potential to go up. So let's wait for the result, guys. Hey guys, that's good. As you can see, the price has really pushed off from this zone and fairly confident green candles have formed. I have managed to earn on this upward movement. At the same time, 5 minutes was just enough for us, guys. Well, let's continue our trading session. Okay guys, here we see that at the moment the price is moving down quite confidently. An impulsive red candle has formed. And right now, I'm observing that the price is moving beyond the lower limit of the indicator. This means that it is more likely that the reaction will occur from this zone in the near future. Therefore, guys, here I suggest to open a deal for literally 2 minutes to go up. Thus, guys, it is more likely that the price will move up in the near future. That is, the price will push off from the lower zone of the indicator and will move in the opposite direction. Guys, in most cases, after an impulsive unidirectional movement, as well as going beyond on the boundaries of the indicator, there is a movement in the opposite direction. I think the same thing will happen here. We'll try to make money on this upward movement. And so, my dear traders, let's wait for the outcome. So guys, it's not bad. As you can see, the price hit the zone, the correction was pulled back up, green candles were formed, and I managed to make money on this movement. Guys, as you understand, the indicator helped us to determine the zone from which a reversal and movement in the opposite direction will occur in the near future. We have a level of support here. We also see that the price has reached this level and a breakout has occurred. Thus, after a steady downward movement, we see that a reaction is coming from the lower border of the indicator right now. That is, the price has rebounded and is moving up. Green candles are forming. In this situation, I suggest to open a deal for 1 minute to go up. Guys, it is more likely that after confident downward movement to break through the level, the price will fall into this certain correction zone, and a pullback will occur in the opposite direction. It is on this upward correcting movement that we will try to make money now. Guys, as a rule, in most cases, as well as in similar situations, 1 minute is quite enough. And I hope that this time I will have time to make money on this movement. Well, let's wait for the end of our deal, guys. Well, guys, it's not bad. The price has really continued to move up. We are making a profit here. As you can see, 1 minute was enough for us. I have managed to earn on this upward movement. Guys, let's continue. Here we have a support level, and I can see that after a false breakdown, there was an upward pullback. Guys, right now the price is approaching the upper limit of our indicator, and I also see that the main price highs are getting lower, guys. That is, the overall price potential is going down. So in this situation, I suggest to open a deal with a 5-minute margin on the general downtrend. Guys, we'll go down. It is likely that in the near future the price will reverse and continue to move down. Guys, it is on this downward movement that we will try to make money. And guys, as you can see, the indicator helps us to determine the upper limit of the price range from which the price is more likely to push off and continue moving in the opposite direction. And of course, it is quite possible that in the near future the price may move up for some time, and only then there will be a reversal. That's why we are taking time with the margin, guys. And this is exactly the situation that has occurred here. We see that green candles continue to form, but since I have taken time to spare, I think that this time it will be enough for us anyway. And it is more likely that the reaction will occur from this zone and this movement will occur in the opposite direction. Guys, let's wait for the end of our deal. As you can see, after the upward movement, the price really turned around and the red candles continue to form. Okay, guys, I still managed to make a profit here. Thus, the indicator helped us to determine the zone from which a reaction and movement in the opposite direction are more likely to occur. Guys, and as you can see, that's exactly what happened here. It is in this way that the indicator helps us predict the further movement of the chart. Well, let's continue our trading session, guys. Alright, we have resistance level up here. We can also see that confident green candlesticks are forming. At the moment, the price is moving and approaching the resistance level. At the same time, we also see that the price is approaching the upper limit of our indicator, and this means that it is more likely that the reaction will come from this zone in the near future. The price will fall into the correction zone and a pullback will occur in the opposite direction. Guys, we see that at the moment there is already some kind of attenuation. That is, a green candle was forming and a long wick remained up. This means that it is more likely that there will be a movement in the opposite direction. We'll now try to make money on this possible downward movement. So let's observe the price and wait for this result, guys. Guys, unfortunately, we didn't make it. So the price really pushed off from this zone and there was some kind of attenuation. Perhaps we were a bit harsh in this situation. This is where the attenuation occurred, but still the upward movement continued. Another green candle has formed, and right now, guys, we see that the red candle is already beginning to form. Therefore, I suggest to open the next deal here and we will go down again for 1 minute. Guys, it is more likely that this time I will be able to earn on this corrective movement. And as you understand, it is more likely that the reaction will occur from the resistance level and from the upper limit of the indicator, and the price will still fall into the correction zone. Anyway, in most cases, such trading situations work out that way, and there is a movement in the opposite direction. Guys, let's just observe the price and see if our technical analysis was correct or not. Well guys, that's great. As you can see that this time the price has really broken into the correction zone. The red candles have formed. I have managed to earn on this movement, and at the same time guys, 1 minute was just enough for us. Well, I suggest that we continue our trading session and let's find some other situation in the market. Guys, we have a level support down here, and we also see that after touching the level there was an upward pullback. At the same time, we also see that the main price highs are getting lower, but I can see that green candles are forming at the moment, and it is likely that the price will continue to move up in the near future. Therefore, here we will try to work on this particular upward movement. Let's go with you just for 1 minute. I hope to work until the new maximum price is updated, and that's why 1 minute here will be totally enough, guys. We can see that the price has been moving in waves lately. It moves quite confidently, both down and up. Also, there was still room to reach the upper limit of the indicator. That's why I opened the deal here for just 1 minute to go up. Guys, at least we can see that impulsive green candles continue to form. Well, let's wait for the end of our deal. Alright guys, it's not bad, and as you can see the price has indeed continued its upward movement. Okay, I managed to earn on this upward movement, and 1 minute was just enough for us. This trading situation has worked out perfectly. Well guys, so far everything is going great, so let's continue our trading session. Here we see that after a while the price confidently continued to move up. At the same time, it approached the upper limit of our indicator, and we see that a reaction is already coming from the zone. A red candle has appeared. Therefore, here I propose to open 1 minute deal to go down. Guys, it is likely that in the near future the price will fall into the correction zone. That is, there will be a pullback in the opposite direction. It's on this downward correcting movement that we will try to make money now. And guys, this is especially likely after a steady upward movement. I think 1 minute here will be totally enough for us. And so my dear traders, let's wait for the end of our deal. Guys, that's great. As you can see, the price really got into the correction zone. There has been a rollback in the opposite direction, and at the same time 1 minute was quite enough for us. The indicator again suggested us a point from which the turn would be more likely to happen, and as you can see, thanks to its hints, we were able to correctly predict the further movement, and we got the profit, guys. So let's continue our trading session. Okay guys, let's stop a horizontal line with you right now and determine the level of support here. We see that at the moment this level is being broken through, fairly confident impulsive red candles are forming, and guys, the price is moving down quite confidently. At the same time, we also see that the price has exceeded the lower limit of the indicator, which means that it is more likely that in the near future the price will fall into the correction zone and the pullback will occur in the opposite direction. That is why in such situation I will open a deal for just 1 minute to go up. It is on this possible upward movement that we will now try to make money, guys. I think that 1 minute here will be quite enough for us, and so let's wait for the end of our deal, guys. Well guys, it's not bad at all. As you can see, the price really got into the correction zone. There was an upward pullback and a green candle formed. Here we got a gorgeous confident profit. At the same time, 1 minute was enough for us, guys. The indicator again helped us identify the zone and from which, guys, the movement in the opposite direction is more likely to occur. Guys, as you can see, the indicator's hints really turned out to be correct because we were able to earn profit thanks to these indicator hints. And guys, as you can see, I already have more than $15,000 on my deposit, and I suggest we end here because I fulfill my trading plan for today. So guys, this is the end of our trading session. Now you know how to use Bollinger Bands indicator and you can try it yourself, guys. Turn on this indicator and try to find similar situations on the market which we were trading on today. As you know, everything in trading is repeated, so you can try to use this strategy and see for yourself if it's worth it or not. And I didn't forget to tell you about our latest winners of my giveaway. And you, yes, you can be the next one. Listen carefully, these are giveaway rules. Subscribe to my channel, like my 3 latest videos, and leave a comment down below under this video. And of course, the comment should be related to the topic of the video, and guys, more than 5 words, because emojis and stuff like that will not work. And maybe you will be the next one who will win $100. And also guys, if you want to join my close community where I share my trading signals, they are totally for free. Guys, don't forget to text me a code word signal on my Telegram. All the essential links will be down below. So if you are planning to trade, I wish you to reach your trading goal. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.